All right.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Synergy Hoops SZN, Episode 8 podcast. I'm your co-host, Yusuf.
Ayub.
Yakub.
And welcome back, guys. But before anything, let's just go into our weekly sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by Long Island Urgent Care, our proud sponsor for Synergy Hoops Season 1.
Again, shout out to Long Island Urgent Care for all your medical needs, guys. Go check them out. They have been #1 supporters throughout the whole entire season. Thank you guys so much. Their website will be linked in the description. Okay. So, we had week 7 last week, and we're going to go into week 8 matchups. But
Let's talk about it.
thoughts. Honestly, I saw some crazy things. Some things that I really wanted to talk about. But let's go into game by game. So first game we had 0 to Hero versus Pluto. Overall thoughts?
I would say, well, obviously,
I wasn't here,
Yahoo
so I don't
missed
know,
this
but
game, but
let's see. You guys fill me in. Let's see.
But I think the biggest thing from this game was just it was a low-scoring game.
So low.
From the beginning. I don't know why. The pace was very slow across the board, and both teams were playing very slow and kind of like doing their own thing, but nobody played really that great. I would say some individual players kind of stepped up here and there, but in general, to only score like what was the box score? 30 to 28 or
It
something
was
like that.
31-33, I think.
So in general, overall contribution and like shot selection was a little bit all over the place, but yeah, 0 to Hero came through at the end and stepped up. I think
Was it more a defensive game or just people couldn't get it going through offense?
I'll say both.
I think it was a mix of like it's just like not enough like plays were happening or something. I don't know.
Or maybe it's just because of good defense. Yeah, maybe.
No, there's a lot of misses. There was a lot of misses.
yeah?
Like, yeah. I'd say, like, in the beginning, though, I mean, what happened? I mean, let's just go into what is it. So, the game recap right here. So, we have, 31-33, 0 to Hero come up top. And we got player of the game, Timothy Boyce. Right here, we got 12 points. We got 6 rebounds and 1 steal. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, 12 points is not that super, like, high scoring compared to, like, everyone. Shout out to Timothy, but, like, I'm just saying,
Yeah, but still, it was basically a quarter of the team's points, or a little bit more than a quarter.
oh, if you think about it, it's almost half,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
think
almost
about
half
it.
of the team's points in general, but I would say Timothy, he stepped up. He played really well in general. I think the biggest thing for them is like his shot was on. He wasn't missing. He was playing well for his shots. It was basically most of it was all threes, I think.
He was playing IQ, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
He was playing, like, it wasn't, like, rushed, or he was taking smart shots, making the smart plays. That's what it was, and I think that's where it kind of came down to just, like, having that one player who kind of keeps everyone composed.
I feel like he's always like that, just consistently making
Playing
the
well,
right,
consistently
making the
playing
right
good.
decisions, always not forcing it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I didn't really see, like, anyone from the team, just, like, no, like, standout plays or standout, like, performances. In the beginning, I would say, though, on Pluto, Safwan, he was low-key cooking. Pluto was starting off, like, hot. He just had really, really tough buckets. And if you look back,
Footage.
if you guys look at the footage, right, we got it on the camera that we're using right now, but it was some nice quality, and Safwan had some good buckets.
I think he basically scored their entire team's like first 14 points. Like,
Oh,
I think nobody else scored until like literally the second quarter for their team. He
Yeah.
scored half their team's points.
Yeah,
If
he
you look
was
at the box score,
scoring.
he scored a lot more. But like he was just carrying them in the beginning.
he always does that. He
in the
always
beginning,
starts
he
off
starts
so
off super
hot.
strong. Yeah.
I think also there was like no the reason why it was such a low scoring game. I think like both teams, like, I guess, like, energy was off. Like, there wasn't really like energy. Like,
Like
they didn't,
hype.
yeah, I don't know. They were just
people
kind
were
of
missing all that stuff.
There were some people. Oh, so yeah, we had some people missing on 0 to Hero. We had Harris
Harris was
missing. Just a few
Free
others.
throws, all those guys.
I know Eli, my boy, Eli. He came in like within like the last like quarter or something. He had
Yeah.
work, unfortunately, but like he was still vibing, cheering on his team and stuff. But no, the energy wasn't really much from both teams. I would say they didn't really want it as much, and I think they were just kind of playing just to play. I think Pluto.
They were controlling most of the game. So Shaq's team, they were controlling most of the game. They had the most momentum. It felt like it, and 0 to Hero was playing their own thing. They're kind of figuring out some things. In general, they were missing Jay Booga, right? He missed I think how many free throws we saw? He made 1 free throw out of 10.
Yeah,
So they were
he
fouling
missed
or
a lot of free
12. He
throws.
missed so many free throws. They were fouling him. They were going fast break and just fouling him. He couldn't hit anything. He's been missing. That's why, right? At the end of the day,
Yeah, the free
this
throws.
game would have been a completely different game if he hit all their shots, right?
Yeah.
He missed a lot of free throws, a lot of missed opportunities. But even then, like, Shaq and team and like Mogul, like Safwan, like Asma, they were controlling the game majority of it. I feel like they had it. Then all of a sudden, towards the back, it crashed out. But yeah. So I'm not sure that's what I was seeing. I don't know, what were your thoughts about it?
100%. I mean, they were controlling the game, but it's just, again, there was like no energy. It was just like they had the control, but it wasn't like enough. It wasn't anything outstanding performance. That's what it was.
Was Pluto's full squad there?
I don't think Kevin Donahue wasn't there.
That's a big energy guy right there.
That's true.
He gets a lot of
But
boys,
they had most of their squad.
Most of their squad was there. Everyone. I know a few players came like kind of late, like checked in and stuff. But yeah, to be honest, like only like Safwan was really going. Shaq, I mean, he played well, consistent. I would say like that. But yeah,
Everybody else wasn't really.
it's kind of it. Kind of just came down like the last like 2 minutes where it kind of just became a little bit more important, and then 0 to hero just kind of came off. With them coming up on top, and that was pretty much it. And they won, and they took the dub. But the thing is, at the end of the day, dub is a dub, right? You still got it, and they that ruined their seeding places because now Pluto's not in for seeding anymore.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, those like little wins and stuff, right? You got to make sure you really want to finish the job and just. Little things, because as we said, whoever comes out first seed, you got to think about it for like playoffs too as well. If you're first seed, you get to choose any single team that you want to play against. So, it's more of like a strategy thing that you want to, take into factor.
I'll give props to 0 to hero too. Now they're basically the first top 3 teams are all tied with the same record. So now it's just point differential, and 0 to hero, like technically if they just win 1 or 2 games, depending on what it is, they could be first seed. So shout out to them for kind of really ramping it up. I think they're having some kind of chemistry issues in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
A little bit. I would say they just need to be a little bit more like unified and kind of hype each other up instead of yelling so much.
Yeah.
But other than that,
As a free agent team, honestly, that's really, really good where they are right now.
Yeah, and I'm definitely impressed.
Yeah.
I just think, just tighten up the chemistry a little bit, become a little bit more, keep your head up, whatever it is, because down to the wire, they need that positive team vibes.
I think they need a little bit more vibes of like how like what Eli brings to the team.
Yeah. More Eli's.
More Eli's. We need.
A team full of Eli's.
Yeah, he just be vibing, bro. Like he's just there. Like honestly, like my man didn't even play, but he was still there supporting.
Yeah, he was coaching and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like some people were like, it is what it is. But I would say as long as they.
Again, at the end of the day, it is a team of free agents. It's their first season playing together, and they're still doing well.
No, they're still doing well, but at this point, it's week 8 now, going into the
facts.
8th game. So
They
they gotta
figure
figure
it
out
out.
like their energy, because when it comes down to pressure moments, are they gonna be able to deliver or not? We'll see.
Facts. There was a lot of arguing during the game, like a lot.
On their team or against,
like you could physically like just see how frustrated everyone was. Is because that's where it kind of just shows that Pluto had the control of the game, and 0 to hero was just like. It was more of a fight against themselves, I would say. Within the team, just like trying to like, make sure you'll play your role, do this. And that's why I think it wasn't, as close. I mean,
That's why it was close.
That's why it was close. It wasn't like a huge performance by them. They were just trying to figure things out amongst themselves. And
I've seen that a couple times earlier in the season too, where they had like internal like arguments during the game.
And then like it's competitiveness, and you want to just. But the thing is, sometimes you need.
It does affect your team and the overall gameplay.
What I will give them credit though, towards the end, 2 minutes left, they locked it in, right?
Yeah.
And they were down, right? That's what I think the biggest stress was, because they were down by like, at first they were down by like 6 to 8 points, maybe even 10 points at one point, but they brought it back. Couple threes, just playing aggressive. You don't realize how much time there actually is. And once when it was neck and neck, down to those last 2 minutes, they really stepped up and worked with one another to really just deliver the final punch and beat Pluto. So
Yeah, there's more like
They were down the whole game. They were trailing.
they were basically trailing most of the
But
game.
it was like
it was close though. It was
like close. It wasn't like trailing.
They didn't really have the lead at all. They had the lead at the very end. That was it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But then here we go. That's going into our next game, right?
Time versus.
So this one was a whole different one, right? So we have
Damn.
prime time coming in 65-50. We have Shafiq, player of the game, phenomenal game. 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. Yeah, so
Our man
Shafiq
is a
is like-
crazy putback monster. He was getting every single missed shot. I think a classic Shafiq game, I would say. Just like
just clean up.
clean up boards, and just going to work.
Yeah, but I do have
Shout
some.
out prime time. Let's go.
I have some good. I have some like things to say about this game because I want to really just talk about a little bit about Mambas because we saw also a lot of frustration on that team, right?
Really, that's a first.
It got really to the point where so basically they're kind of just running and stuff, and Primetime was just taking control of the game. And it just gets physically like I don't know a mental load on you when you're just trying and it's just like nothing's kind of like working out. I know Ahmed Yusuf, he was struggling to find his shot in the beginning, and team captain Mo El Zanati, he low-key got like he took out his like frustration on him, right? And those two were kind of going back and forth a little bit, and he kind of like
I didn't notice it.
No.
Well, I'm playing, so I didn't really notice.
So no, you guys don't
Yo,
know.
bro, the one we got missed, man. I missed all the arguments, huh?
It was actually a little bit more juicier. He actually took off his jersey mid-game and he stopped playing. He didn't
Who?
play. Ahmed Yusuf.
That was towards the end of the game.
No, it was like more like third quarter.
It was fourth quarter, and
Oh.
I will say this. I saw him leaving too because like, oh, but we were up by like 25-30. They brought it up, right? We ended up winning by 15, but we were up so much more early on. That was the thing. That was
No hate. I mean, I know those two are like boys. They're the closest, but sometimes we get frustrated amongst ourselves when we play basketball too. Like we be screaming at each other and stuff. And I guess when you're closer, you could say certain things because like I'm sure he couldn't say that to like other people. But sometimes bros just gotta like figure it out. I'm sure right now, bro, they're just chilling it out, whatever.
Yo, we got
No
it next
hard
week. Yo,
feelings.
you ready? Yo.
No, but I would say this. I understand they're frustrated because I will say we came to the game and we were locked in. We played very great team chemistry. We were moving the ball around. We had our full team. We had Ahmad come back, and it made a big difference in terms of subs.
Yeah.
And contribution, right? He was playing. He was aggressive. He scored. Everybody was scoring. And everybody was passing.
Yeah, Ahmad made a huge like difference, honestly. Like bringing just like the overall like flow and movement of the team play.
He's a playmaker. He can.
And yeah, you guys are subs. You guys aren't as tired as much. You could get that
Yeah.
rotation, and he was getting some tough buckets, playing some great defense, and then just moving the rock.
Nice.
At the end of the day.
Also, the biggest thing that we did this time is that we moved myself. We kind of made designated spots, right? For our zone. I'm not gonna expose it too much, but let's just say
Oh.
I came up on top with Feroz to help up top instead of me going on the side and switching some of our rotations basically, and it made a big difference in terms of our overall defense.
Nice.
Really focusing on like shutting down like the two.
Changing it up, not letting them get in like motion and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The mojo.
Basically that, and then obviously once our defense is locked in, then like our offense slowly comes to it, right?
Yeah.
We're passing the ball around, giving that extra pass, really moving and cutting,
That's good.
and I think like we really got down the mojo, and obviously like Shafiq was a crazy game, Matthew was like a crazy game as well.
Yeah, Matthew was playing. Yeah, he was playing his thing.
playmaker, everything.
They're all just both like really good with just like team ball movement and stuff. Also, Also, what is it? Mo El Zanati, like, I was talking to the ref too about it as well. Like we were just talking, and he was just like, he's not as aggressive anymore in terms of just trying to score the ball. He's just moving the ball, giving the rock, playing thing, but he's not looking to score. Before, like in the first like week or two, he was bringing the energy. He was ready to. He was getting the bucket. Like sometimes you just need to go and get that, tough, hard,
Oh, he got a couple tough hard
He got a
buckets.
couple,
What are you
but the
talking
thing
about?
is, he's not looking to score as much anymore.
I think he is. I don't
know.
If you watch it, you see it, but sometimes the shot is missing. It's not going
That's
in.
true. Yeah.
He's running into the paint. He's driving. He's bodying, but against like our centers, it's hard. So that's the toughest part. It's like, hey, okay, driving in. If your shot's not falling and the shooters are not working out, then it's tough. Also, I'll say the twins, Avery and Austin. Their shots weren't really on. We were forcing them, and like usually like they hit a couple mid-range shots and all that, and obviously like the layups, but a lot of the shots were short. They were in and out. They're a little bit all over the place, but I think it's thanks to us because we were forcing them to do that, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've seen them take those shots and they've hit them in other games, right? So I think across the board, Mambas was just having a bad game in general. And once we ran away with it, pretty fast, not gonna lie. So we had like at least a 15-point.
I'm curious,
most of the game.
How was the rebounding this game? Because you have two top rebounders from two teams. You have, Mehdi and Shafiq, but then you have the twins who also get a lot of rebounds. How did that?
I think we out rebounded them. What's the stat line looking like? I'm not sure.
They out rebounded like crazy.
They did?
Oh no, sorry.
Prime
Oh,
time.
we actually got. That's the thing. Oh, we had so many
You said
offensive rebounds.
Shafiq was a cleanup.
Yeah, he was a cleanup.
But it was.
We got so many
Really?
offensive rebounds.
It
There's
was,
so many
it was
putbacks.
Mehdi though. It was Mehdi.
How many rebounds?
Mehdi had 21 rebounds. that
Oh
game.
my jeez.
And then, actually, I take it back though. What is it? Mo Elzanati, he had 12 points. Austin, Mo, and Avery, all three of them had 12 points. So it was kind of spread across.
So he
evenly.
was playing. That's what I'm saying. It's just it was tough because you know what?
It's against the centers. You're right.
It was
absolutely.
the centers, and basically it's going head to head. Most of their shots they score more, right? They usually score 15 to 20 points sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And that was the missing piece for them. And then also
I think it was
the
rebounds.
support players, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't get any rebounds. We were boxing them out
Austin
like
and
crazy,
Avery both had under 10 rebounds, 8 and 7 rebounds.
which is rare for them. They're usually having double doubles every
Yeah.
single game.
Yeah, so I think
So yeah, there's the rebounding this game, I feel like.
Yusuf had coming in with 5 rebounds, Feroz with 5 rebounds, Milan Imran with 7 rebounds, Islam with 9 rebounds. You
Wow.
guys
Stacked it
killed
up.
them.
We
You guys
destroyed
had a
them
lot
with
of rebounds.
rebounds. Yeah.
Wow, what is
Yeah,
it?
it shows
31?
It makes sense. The stats are showing.
Yeah. We had so many second chance, third chance,
57
fourth chance.
rebounds.
We had on average, our average possession, we had at least 2 chances.
See, that's so frustrating defensively because you play such good defense, or maybe whatever, you're finally going to get a break. He misses. He finally doesn't score, and then they get the ball
Just
right
puts
back.
a foot back, you know?
You know?
That's the thing. So
Which is
overall, I
annoying.
think our team played really well. It was just a tough game for the Mambas. They couldn't box out.
Yeah, the ratio was about 57 rebounds to about 32 rebounds.
Wow, so we doubled it basically.
Yeah, almost. That's
1.9.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, the rebounding is insane. But kind of going just into, we're talking about how, there was good performances and stuff. And as always, right now, we're just going to go into the player of the week. I mean, I feel like it's no surprise at this point, but this was just another, like you said, Shafiq game, right? So this week's player of the week is Shafiq FaZe, coming in again with 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist.
That's my guy.
Is this like his
That's my
fourth
guy.
player of the week? How many?
I think it's
I
his
think
third
every
one.
week. No, it's third one. Every week we
Third.
won because we won only 1 week. Matthew got player of the week, and then Shafiq got the one for every other week.
Yeah. So I think, again, overall, just his performance, he's doing the nitty gritty work. That's where it kind of just comes down, because he's doing, like, compared to like what other players are doing, right? Like, because there's other players in the league who are doing really good, fantastic as well. But I think when he plays very, very well, it's actually translating into a win. Right?
Yeah.
Because if you're having this crazy game and stuff, and then you guys don't win, at the end of the day, it's a team sport. Does it really matter? You need to get that W, right? We have some great players across all teams, but the most important thing is getting the W.
Yeah.
And Shafiq is just helping translating that and putting Primetime back to number 1 seed, and then we got Pluto 2nd seed, and then we have Zero to Hero 3rd seed, and then Mamba's coming in at 4th seed. But shout out again to Shafiq. Congrats on player of the week. Yeah. But now, guys, week 8. Only
It's wild. It's 2 more games.
2 more games, and then we go into playoffs.
Oh
I
wow,
know.
it's only 2 more.
So, from the looks of it, honestly, Primetime and Pluto, those are kind of looking the 2 ones where I'm seeing as 1st seed, right? Yourself being on Primetime and knowing that basically 1st seed, you get to choose what team you get to play against.
Which team you
Which
choosing?
team are you choosing to play against?
I gotta keep it secret, but it's no.
Well, they just blew out the team.
Well, the only team that we completely, nothing against the Mambas, but that we completely destroy every single time we verse them is Mambas. So, realistically, if it goes 1 to 4 and they're 4 seeds still, we're gonna pick them. So
Zero to Hero is your Kryptonite, and Pluto's always a close game.
it's a close game. So at the end of the day, we're gonna go Mambas probably. But I think
Now
in
here's
general, we might be like it's tough. It's tough.
So
I
now
don't know
here's
who
the
I'm
thing
gonna pick.
though. Here's the thing though, right? Because if Pluto ends up being
First seed.
First
Oh,
seed.
it's gonna be tough.
They're
They're gonna pick most likely Mambas.
Are they? Or are they gonna pick a 0 to hero? Because I think they've.
No, 0 to
They-
hero won.
Actually,
Yeah, but they just lost 0 to hero right now. And
Honestly,
and
they're
never
so
lost.
even. They go back and forth every time. 0 to hero.
Mambas,
And
no,
Pluto.
Pluto.
But here's the
beat
thing,
0 to hero
though.
every single time.
because
Except last week.
here's the thing though. So if Pluto goes and chooses Mambas, that means Primetime has to verse 0 to hero.
That's
And
like kryptonite.
they
Honestly-
they always get
Honestly,
fried.
that's a strategy in itself. Maybe they would pick that matchup just so that Primetime doesn't make it to the chip. No.
But what if 0 to hero becomes first seed out of nowhere, huh?
They're picking Primetime too.
What if they don't even choose Mambas? What if they choose Primetime?
I don't know.
Get you
We'll
guys
see.
out early.
Yeah, well, it's a risk. Maybe we'll just step up when the time is right. You know.
I
That's
don't
the
know.
thing.
We'll see. This is where it makes it interesting because honestly, first seed is grabs for the top 3 teams. Mambas is a little too late for them.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's more motivation for Mambas. Don't let these teams underestimate you, right? Have the
It's
fire.
anybody's game technically. Realistically, once we get to playoffs.
Playoffs is a whole different energy. A
It
whole
just takes
different
one
vibe.
game. It just takes one game.
Takes one game, and I feel like once it's playoffs, like you're locked in, bro.
Yeah.
You're ready. Because you see upsets all the time, and the thing is, with leagues like these, right? It's only just one game, and you move on.
Win
That's
or
it.
go home.
Win or go home, straight up. But yeah. But going into, let's go. We have week 8, right? Let's go into the matchups that
Yeah.
are coming in. Yeah.
Who do we got? Who do we got?
Synergy Hoops weekly matchups.
All right. So the timings did change just a little bit, right? So it's just going to be 15 minutes later, just to let you guys know. But the first game, 9:15, we have Mambas versus Pluto. Now, I remember the first time that they played against each other, Mambas actually won. And it's because they had the energy. Now, but the thing is, I think the second time Pluto, smoked them, right?
Mambas won the first time
The
against.
first time that they played against
Yeah,
them?
it was the game-winning steal.
Oh
Was-
yeah.
Shot.
But
That was such a slow game.
it was a slow game. It was kind of like how it was last week with between 0 to hero and Pluto. But anyways, yeah. So, what do you guys thoughts? Who do you guys think is gonna win on this one? Pluto or Mambas?
Honestly, I think Pluto's gonna come back for a revenge game just because last week they played really, I don't know, all over the place. I just have a feeling that they're gonna put more pressure on Mambas right now, and I'm not sure if Mambas is gonna be able to kind of finish. That's the biggest thing. If it comes down to the wire and the scores are close, I think Mambas might be able to take it, like how they've always done in the past. But in general, I'm going to be casting my vote for Pluto just because I think there's no way they're going to have 2 games in a row scoring 30 points or under. You know.
The last time they played though was a crazy game. Remember, it was I think Avery Green shooting the game-winning or the
That's what I'm saying.
It's
gonna be
game-tying one.
It's gonna be close. I feel like. Well, here's the thing though, because last time, Mambas was playing very I would say nonchalant or not laid back until the ending. Right? Because it was Mo Zanotti who had those 3 back-to-back threes.
Yeah.
And it brought them back, and then it kind of lit
hyped them up.
It lit a spark,
Yeah.
And they wanted to get into it. So that's why I think it could be anybody's game for this one.
Yeah.
I'm personally gonna go Pluto.
You're gonna go Pluto?
Yeah. Are you?
Honestly, I'm gonna go with Pluto too, just because I feel like I have some type of bad luck. So maybe I don't know.
So you're doing Mambas a favor right now.
So you're doing Mambas a favor.
I'm doing y'all a favor, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Pluto on this one, just because also last week Pluto lost, and I think they want to
They're gonna come back.
They're gonna come back. They want to get that. They want to get that W. And they want to get that first seed. But yeah, that one I'm kind of looking forward to, just because honestly,
It's always a close game.
it's gonna be a close game. I feel like, and just having Avery Green and Austin Green both together against them, it's gonna be a tough. But if Pluto has if Pluto has Kevin Donahue, then they're gonna win.
You think so?
Yeah, if
Alright.
he's out, because that's gonna be the rebounders or the hustle mentality.
I got you.
Let's go into second game, 0 to hero versus Primetime.
0 to hero.
This is the game,
0
bro.
to hero.
This is
Zero
the
to
game.
hero.
We're not losing 4 matchups, 3 matchups to them again. No, we're winning this game.
I don't know.
We're winning this game, and you know what's tough? Pluto is lucky because they're versing Mambas, because at the end of the day, whatever happens really to their game, they're still in it no matter what for the seeding. For us, this is a double-edged sword for whoever is versing, right?
Yeah.
They're either gonna get knocked down and then be 1 game removed,
Yeah, that's
and the
why.
other person's gonna have the chance basically to beat the first seed.
This is where it
So
makes it interesting too.
This is where it makes it really interesting for 0 to hero to step up and kind of take over. But in general, no, that's it. We're coming back with a fiery force. I think we finally figured it out. We're gonna come. We have our whole team, and we're gonna just deliver.
Actually, yeah,
and take that W.
Last time when you guys played, was Ahmad there or no?
Um,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah. He was on the first week, but not
we were
the second
missing.
time.
Yeah, we were
First
missing. We didn't have our full team. Yeah, we didn't.
So
We're
who
gassed
got,
a little bit.
what team you got?
time. I got 0 to hero still.
Oh my god.
Prime time, obviously.
Prime time.
I'm gonna go with 0 to hero too.
Yo.
It's your kryptonite, bro.
Yeah, honestly, because like
If
you
it
guys
ain't
talk.
broke, don't fix it.
Honestly, yeah, I think it's gonna be 0 to hero, but yeah, definitely
This
looking.
was for first seed, right? Basically.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah. If
Unless
Pluto wins,
and
then
they
they
wipe them out
they would
with a point differential.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So this week is gonna matter very much a lot, and we'll see what happens basically with the standings after. Because depending on how big of a lead you win by, or who wins or not,
Yeah.
we'll see.
I think so. Yeah. We got some exciting matchups for this week. Definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, it's almost that time, getting closer to playoffs, getting that energy right, getting these teams, these wins. These games are very, very important for the seedings, and let's see what's gonna go and be the results.
Let's see. All
Yeah,
right.
cool. Take us out.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this podcast episode, and we'll see you guys next week. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Take care. Peace.